Hey guys, this is Isaiah with Isaiah's Reviews, and what I have today is something that's kind of old in the gaming world, but I'm going to do the unboxing anyway because I really like this kind of stuff, and I'll tell you why in the end, why I'm doing it so late. It's Watch Dogs for Xbox One. This guy here is the limited edition, which comes with, of course, the figurine. So without further ado, let's kind of dive right into this box and see what we got. Alright, so my first impressions of the box is that it's kind of, well made. It's got a slip cover, this hardened plastic over the outside of it here. But you can get to the inside of the box without having to slip that off. So you just cut 2 pieces of tape there. And we'll go ahead and pull out this right here, and we'll save, of course, figurine for last. What you get is you get a nice little blue box in here. It's got some drawings on the outside and back of it there. Let's take a look inside and see what we have. Alright, so one of the things that they include in this is like an illustration book about the game. And it's okay. It's kind of the art of Watch Dogs is what it's called. And it's got the different characters and whatnot inside of it. And it's okay. I kind of wish, sorta, if they could lower the price down and not include some of those things, because I'm not one who really cares about illustrations and the books that they throw, and it seems to be every one of these, but whatever. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to have to go into the back side on, because they got like a divider on the inside. This is pretty cool. It actually comes with a mask of the lead character. It's actually kind of well made, believe it or not. And it's kind of stitched up through the back side, and you kind of just slip it over your head. If you're wondering kind of what it looks like, it kind of looks like this. And of course, next to last here, we have the game itself, and it comes in a nice metal case. Inside the game, you get a couple pamphlets, usual stuff. You get the game, and you also get, one of the cool things I like, you actually get the original game soundtrack, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not doing a review on the game. For one, I haven't played the game yet. And two, when you got stuff, collector editions that come with figurines and a lot of stuff in a box, it's kind of cool to have those separate. So I'll probably do that, because I'm not really the type to do a game review at this moment. I have the capabilities of doing that. You can do that with Xbox One pretty easy. But it's just one of the things I don't really have time for at the moment, but in the future, who knows. All right, last but not least, it comes in this guy here, which is kind of protects it okay. I see some little wear marks on the plastic here, or the tip of the gun where it might have rubbed. But just my initial surveillance of it, everything looks okay. The only thing, like I said, I'd worry about would be the wear on that gun, I think. But from what I can see right here, everything looks good. So let me take this out. We'll get a little bit closer of a look at it. Alright, so it comes with only one zip tie, which is not really a zip tie, one of those wire ties, which is nice for me as long as you can figure out a way to secure something in there. I know I've got a lot of things that I may even rehash as an open box, just because they're so cool to have. Kind of go over the statues of some of the things I have, because I have a ton of stuff in this room. You can't even see hardly a fraction of what I have in here. It's that's one of the things I'm proud of, is my whole downstairs area is kind of like my collection of things I've gotten from conventions, from specialty shops, from specialty markets, things, whatever. I just enjoy collecting anything that have to do with movie, horror, video games, sci-fi, and stuff like that. So, anyway, back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. This guy out. And I believe this is an 18-inch figurine. Kind of wobbles a little bit. It's not really standing firm. To me, it's not a big deal, because I'll probably cut something out and stick under one side of it to keep it from waddling, because stuff like that kind of gets on my nerves. But the overall look, as we start at the top of his head here and look around, His eyes look good. They're not like one of them staring off into La La Land while the one's looking where it's supposed to be looking. So that's nice. And I kind of like how the ears actually kind of are pretty detailed, and then the hair almost looks like it's separate. The hat looks good. The stitching on the hat looks good. Look down into its collar. Everything's looking good to where it really doesn't have to look good. Kind of down, and you probably can't see this, but down into the back of his neck there, everything looks good on his clothes. I don't see any kind of paint carrying over to anything that it shouldn't be. As we move down the collar down into the jacket area, I like the leather look. It's got dark and light spots in it, and it really gives a good 3D look to it and actually looks real. We'll move down to the midsection. Everything's looking good there. The pants look good up close and from a distance. The stitching there. The inside of the jacket looks pretty good. I'm not seeing any kind of marks where plastic are coming together and making like a one of those hard seams that's sometimes can stand out when something's like poured into a mold, I think. The phone looks okay with what's on it. It looks great. The gun looks good. Mine's actually bent a smidge, but I can move it over, and I'm not sure if it'll stay or gradually go back to a slight bend, but it's not too bad. The hands are in good shape. I'm not seeing too much excess plastic from kind of a mold issue going on there. I'm not seeing that. The down to the feet. The shoes look good, actually. They look okay. The stand itself that he's standing on, like I said, it was kind of slightly bowed a little bit, and it rocks. But it really looks good in detail, as you can see there. The base, it just kind of has the year, which is 2013, Watch Dogs. And of course, everybody knows this was super mega delayed. This was supposed to be one of the flagship games, I think, for PS4 on release, and it got held back quite a bit. Which when companies hold their games back, I think we all learned from Battlefield here last year about the importance of, okay, you didn't meet a deadline, it's okay, take your time. People's going to be mad, but if the game's good, people's going to be glad that you waited. But my overall impressions of this, for the original money, I wouldn't pay that for, and that's why I've kind of delayed in buying this, because I wanted the game. I wanted to play the game. And I wanted the collector's edition here with the statue, and really the only thing I care about is the statue in the game. So these two things right here is the only thing I care about. This stuff, they can always keep. I don't really need that, and if that can help drive the price down, all I want is a statue and a game. I don't care about a metal case. You can put the game in a little plastic shell, one of those little plastic things that look just like a disc, and you can put it, and you can duct tape it to the back of the statue, and then I'm happy with that. If that would reduce the price down, and I would get a lot of these things at release dates if it was like that, because I think the price would come down to a realistic amount. Now, I think the $130 price point for this, I think is what it was. It may have been more, I'm not sure. It's a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion, for something, but I can't say much. I have, with Halo, I have in the past got the little statue that come with it before. But then you get burned because it's like a month or 2 months afterwards, it's just the roller coaster's up at the top, and it's just coming down with the price. And why I've waited for this is you're probably going to be mad at me if you've already got it, or just go, what? Or whatever. But, you know, for the price of $30, I was able to get all this brand new, cheaper than what I could even get the game for at the time, brand new now. And what it was, you just got to pay real close attention and keep an eye out on sales. And Amazon actually ran this sale for about like an hour. And I don't know how much of it they sold. It wasn't a flash deal. It was just some kind of random thing, you know, 30 bucks, free shipping. So I jumped on that and got that because I wanted the game. It was the last thing I get the game for now. I think this was a great deal if you can buy it for, you know, I'd say $50 or $60, which I think you might can do now. But always wait. If you're not in a hurry and you got a backlog of games and you just kind of want to get something to have it on release, and go ahead and knock your backlog out, because I'm bad about that. I'll turn around and have a stack of 10 games and I ain't even played the original game of those 10. So just, you know, be patient, and they make a lot of these when they do nowadays. The new big games that are coming out, they make a lot of them, and they'll be out there for half price or less. You know, I recommend, you know, 5 months, 6 months, somewhere in there. This has been, oh, and I've got another a few good ones that I want to go over in the next coming days, which kind of falls into this category. I think some people will get a kick out of and would really want to see and be surprised at the prices that you pay for some of these things. But anyway, this has been Isaiah with Isaiah's Reviews. I hope you've enjoyed this. Like, subscribe. I got a lot of stuff going on my plate now. It's just taking gradual time for me to get these videos out. It's going to get better. The content's getting better. You know, talking with companies and stuff about getting things to review is in motion, is happening. So I'm excited about that, and I just want you to know that all my opinions and everything will always be honest and 100% truthful to all my knowledge. So I will never be say things that will sway in favor of something because I got something for free. It's always going to be, what would I pay it for it at the selling price and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, and I really thank you for watching. See ya. People of Earth, like and subscribe to me. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Isaiah746, please. Oh, hey. Sorry, hey. Didn't mean to scare you. Hey, hey, hey.